Panarti Haro Bhagavan Dharmavasalaha Dharmajnana Sila Sampanna Prita Prita Vachaha Satan Prapanarti Haro Bhagavan Dharmavarsala Dharmajnana Sila Sampannam Pritaha Pritan Vachaha. Sa Lord Shiva Tan Dim Prapana Arti Haraha, one who drives away all kinds of dangers. Bhagavan, the Lord, Dharmavatsalaha, very much fond of religious principles. Dharmajnanan, the person who are aware of religious principles. Sila Sampanan, very well behaved. Pritaha, being pleased. Pritan, of very gentle behavior. Vacha, talked with them. Ha, in the past. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivinoda Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Translation: Lord Shiva became very pleased with the Pracetās because generally Lord Shiva is the protector of pious person and persons of gentle behavior. Being very much pleased with the princess, he began to speak as follows. Purport: the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Vishnu or Krishna, is known as Bhakta Vatsala, and herein we find Lord Shiva described as Dharma Vatsala. Of course, the word Dharma Vatsala refers to a person who lives according to religious principle. That is understood. Nonetheless, these two words have additional significance. Sometimes Lord Shiva has to deal with the person who are in the modes of passion and ignorance. Such persons are not always very much religious and pious in their activities, but since they worship Lord Shiva for some material benefit, they sometimes obey the religious principles. As soon as Lord Shiva sees that these devotees are following religious principles, he blesses them. The Pracetās, the son of Prachinabarhi, were naturally very pious and gentle, and consequently Lord Shiva was immediately pleased with them. Lord Shiva could understand that the princes were sons of Vaishnavas, and as such Lord Shiva offered prayers to the Supreme Personality of Godhead as follows. Translation again. Lord Shiva became very pleased with the Pracetās because generally Lord Shiva is the protector of pious persons and persons of gentle behavior. Being very much pleased with the princess, he began to speak as follows. Let's chant Manglasharam. Om Ajnana Timrasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshuru Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhistam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Soyam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Vatapatakamallam Shri Gurum Vaishnavam Cha Shri Rupam Sagarajatam Sagagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijane Sagitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Radha Krishna Padan Sagagana Lalita Shri Vishakanvitam Che He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatvate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Rishabhanu Shute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha kalpa tarubhasya krupa sindhu vacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So I'll take the blessings of all the Vaishnavis assembled here. So I'll take the blessings of my Siksha Gurus, my Guru Maharaj and Prabhupada, so the right word comes at the right time. So let's try to understand what's happening in this one. So Vidra was asking, so Maitreya, this is a conversation between Maitreya and Vidra was going on. Maitreya Muni said that, he was just quickly said that Pracetās met Lord Śiva and then he gave one. Vidra was very curious. Why they have to meet Lord Śiva? Because that's a very auspicious one. So Vidra asked Maitreya, my dear Brahmana, why did Pracetās meet Lord Śiva on the way? Please tell me how the meeting happened. How Lord Śiva came very pleased with them. How he instructed them. Certainly such talks are important. I wish that you please be merciful upon me and describe them. So when Vidura asked this, then Maitreya Muni just started one. So he said that one. Maitreya Muni in the text 19 he says, my dear Vidura, because of their pious nature, all the sons of Prachnabari very seriously accepted the words of their father with heart and soul. And with these words on their head, they went towards the west to execute their father orders. So Prachnava means Pracetās, their father asked to generate the progeny. So that was the service given to them. So when the father has ordered them to create the progenies, because they are from the Prajapatis, to increase the child, so progenies. So when they asked it, they took the instruction of his father, and then they started taking austerities. Before doing anything, they want to do austerities. They don't want to go whimsically on their own strength. They want to do on austerity and get the blessings of the Lord, please the Lord. If they want to do anything, the intention is to please the Lord. Without pleasing the Lord, whatever we do, it is of zero value. So that's what they took the one. How to please the Lord? So they thought, okay, we can meditate and then do austerity on the Lord, so do it. When they going for that one, so that time, so they saw a very beautiful lake, the reservoir of water. So when they saw this lake, it was very calm, quiet and everything. So it's such a beautiful lake. And then when they saw that, there is a very beautiful explanation of how the lakes look. When they saw that one, that time the Lord Śiva has appeared. So this is the verse, the Lord Śiva has appeared. And then when they saw that one, what they say that Pracetās are very fortunate to see Lord Śiva, the chief of the demigods, emerging from the water with his associates. His bodily lustres was like molten gold. His throat was bluish, and he had 3 eyes which looked very mercifully upon his devotees. He was accompanied by many musicians and who were glorifying him. As soon as Pracetās saw Lord Śiva, they immediately offered their obeisances in great amazement and fell down on the lotus feet. So when they offered, they did. Now, so this is the one Maitreya Muni is telling how the Lord Śiva is pleased. So why Lord Śiva has to be pleased with them? What is the reason? So this talks about how a Vaishnava is being pleased. So here there are many beautiful points. So he's been said that there are very key word has been used, the dharma. There is a 2 places they use in this verse, dharma. What does dharma means in general? Religion, that's right. Anything else? Thank you. Yes. What else we call dharma? Yes. Duties. Right. Anything else? Exactly. Nature. Thank you. Yeah. So if in a simple Veda-based search, dharma meaning, Prabhupada has given 30-40 meanings in across so many places. In one places he returns a ritual also, religious rituals, also dharma, and so many other things he has majorly covered. So here Lord Shiva is called Dharma Vatsala. So whereas Prabhupada is really making Krishna is a Bhakta Vatsala. So those two are really important really to understand. Since they are, here he is telling, since they are very gentle behavior, Lord Shiva was very impressed or he's been pleased. So that's what he is just trying to give that one. So why he is been pleased? If you look at that earlier in verse, the Pracetās, they are being called as a sadhavas. Who are the sadhus? They have been called, Maitreya Muni called them as a sadhus. Why they have been called as a sadhus? Because they are very purified or honest. They want to, there are two reasons. One is that they want to serve the instruction of their father, and then they want to please the Lord. Without the blessings of the Lord, they don't want to do anything. So that's the only thing. So it's a very beautiful one. Prabhupada beautifully says, sometimes Lord Shiva has to deal with the person who are in modes of passion and ignorance. Such persons are all not always very much religious and pious in their activity. But since they worship Lord Shiva for some material benefit, they sometimes obey the religious principles. So, if someone is in the modes of passion and ignorance, they just care about themselves. How can they be happy? But they do certain kind of religious principles they follow. So that impresses the Lord Shiva. At least even they do certain kind of things, right? So we know the story, Virkasura. He's a demon, it's a asura. So he asked once Narad Muni, who is the one who easily get pleased upon? He said, you can easily, it's like a fast food, which way I go, I get pleased very fast. Narad Muni said, for you it's a Lord Shiva only. So he said, okay, Lord Shiva, I'll try to please him very fast. So then he started doing austerity tapasa. He was just like trying to kill himself. He was just offering the flesh of his body, and he did not come. He was getting very much agitated. Then he was about to cut off his head. Then Lord Shiva comes, no, don't do it. I'll give you a boon, whatever boon you ask it. That's a long story. He asked for whoever my hand touches whoever's head, they have to die. So that's what he asked that one. So in the history we see that one, Lord Shiva, many demons, they just simply pleases Lord Shiva. We all know Ravanan, how he pleased the Lord Shiva. He was just trying to disturb Lord Shiva by lifting the mountain, Kailash mountain, he was trying to mountain. Lord Shiva crushed his hand. On a pain, he just praised and prayed to the Lord Shiva. Then Lord Shiva was happy and then he gave them the boon. Lord Shiva was something like, someone is just trying to take a little effort, he just do that one. So right, so that's a very important things to do it. But the very important point is, if you see here in the Pracetās, what he has given. He has given them how to please the Lord Vishnu. What is the mantra is to be done. So it's not just like a material. If you go in the material aspect, Lord Shiva is going to give us the material. If you have the spiritual is our focus, he is giving that one. Right? There is a very beautiful story. One Brahmana went to ask Sanatana Goswami, right? So how can I get the most precious one? Then Sanatana Goswami says, you have to Lord Shiva says, you go to Sanatana Goswami, he has the most precious one. Then he asked it, give me the most, Shiva said that you have one of the most precious wealthy one, give me that one. Right? We know that story. He gave that, okay, go to that garbage bin, you have a red color garbage bin, you have a touchwood stone. What? This is such a big, why you are keeping the garbage bin? That's what he started. Then he came to one. So Lord Shiva gives, if it's a devotee, he gives that one. Same thing we see in the, there are so many other pastimes, right? So now we need to really understand Dharma, what is actually a Dharma. We saw that there are multiple meanings of Dharma, right? From duties, nature, religious principles, or it can be ritual, or it's one. So in our generally dharma means we add as a religion. Okay, you are a Hindu, you are a Christian, you are so and so religion and one. So that's what we think it's a dharma. That's the only thing. So one time in our house we are doing some renovation. One person has come, electrician has come and he was fixing. He saw us and our home, and then he saw, I'm very spiritual. He said, oh, okay, that's nice, very good. What do you do? On what basis you do? I'm very religious also. Oh, that's very good. Okay, we thought he does it. He said, I follow Hindu religion because Hindu religion allows to eat whatever you want it. Okay, thank you so much for your gyan. So everyone have their own kind of dharma. That means it's all do it. So in Bhagavatam, 7th canto, Narad Muni says that one. There are we concatenate dharma like anything, right? So he gives that vidharma, upadharma, chaladharma, and paradharma, like that. We have so many ways we concatenate, not the real dharma, we follow it, right? So one thing which I like that Mataji said that dharma is one, means the word in the Sanskrit dharma comes from the dri. Dri means uphold. Dharma is the one which upholds. So without, even in whatever you are, it's like you are a thief, you need to have a certain kind of a dharma. Otherwise you cannot be one, right? There is a certain kind of, it's like principles. You steal based on a certain principles. These days, no, that I don't know, but in earlier days, okay, they steal based on certain principles. That is anyway, it's lost these days. Dharma is coming from, like Asmata said, it's like it maintains. Otherwise you cannot have any harmony. If you don't have any dharma, we don't have any harmony, right? So if you look at these days, we don't have any dharma. It's all running only based on lust and greed. So only thing is, if people running behind lust and greed, so they just want to accumulate the money or sensual pleasure. It's all running on it. So that's the reason what's happening. Everyone is developing their own dharma. That electrician has his own dharma because he can satisfy his senses. So he think that I'm very religion, I follow some 10 principle because that gives me the pleasure. Then people started concatenating. So this kind of dharma is not the real dharma, right? So Guru Govind Samraj always quote this story. So one time what happened, there was a man, he was going in the forest. There are a lot of ferocious animals were there. So tiger, lion and everything. When he was going, there was a lion, and the lion was after a long time seeing a human being. Lion thought, aha, this is the day for me to satisfy my tongue, having the human flesh and blood. But that person knows the lion cannot climb the tree, so he just climbed up the tree and then he stood. So there was a monkey was there. So the monkey, and then the lion was telling to monkey, see, there is a human being is there. What they will do, whenever you jump on a tree or something, they will throw a stone and then disturb you, try to do it. And otherwise what they will do is they will catch you, they will take you all the places to get money for them, and then you have to do all these things. The human does all the things with you, all they trouble you a lot. This is the opportunity. You kick him so that I can take that one. Then lion says to the monkey. Monkey thought, no, whatever it is, I cannot do these things to a human being. So whatever it is, the value of the human birth is so much value. It has a big purpose. I cannot disturb them. I cannot do it, even though whatever they do it. The monkey says that one. So then lion says to the human being, see, I'm very hungry. If you are not coming, you at least kick the monkey. So at least it satisfies me, then I'll go away. So it's a win-win. You also succeed, then I'll go away, you can do it. So then what the human would have done? So he is from our area, he throws the monkey. Then the lion says, you see, you are just trying to support him, what he has done to you. So that's what the current day of the Dharma is like. So now it's like, I want to be saved, it's my everything and everything. This is what our way of Dharma has been looking into it, right? So that's the one thing we need to really understand, what is the real Dharma is, right? We'll see in another aspect of the Dharma. We all know the Saubhari Muni, right? Saubhari Muni. There is a one Muni. He's been a very austere Muni. He sits underneath the water, and then he's been doing tapasya for years and years. So what happened? Let's say, imagine you are in a home. You'll get a relationship, friendly relationship, who are being there. So that time, who is been under the water? Who will be there? Fish. So he became a friend with the fish. Then the fish is one time, what happened? Garuda always comes and then eat the fish. He has developed a attachment to them. He was so cared to them. And what happened once the Garuda comes? He says that one, hereafter you should not come here and should not eat the fish. So he says that one. If you look at in a contemporary Dharma, what the Saubhari Muni does is, it's very valid. He is telling, because he is saving the life of the fish. In a contemporary Dharma, what he is doing is, it's a correct. Right? So he is telling, save the fish. Then what Garuda does it? Garuda will, okay, you want me to not to do it? I'll do it. He eats the king of the fish. He eats the king of the fish. The Garuda eats it. Then Saubhari Muni becomes super angry, and then he curses who? Garuda. He is a Vaishnava. He curses the Vaishnava. He does the Vaishnava Aparadha. So when you go with the principle only in the Dharma, I am doing on principle, there is a other way. We may think that we are doing the right thing, but we may do the totally which is not pleasing the Lord. That's a very, very important. Anything, whatever we do, it's for the pleasure of the Lord. So though our so-called Dharma is not we're not going to please the Lord. That's the only very important thing. Definitely that is not going to give us any benefit out of it. So that's the another one. Let's look from the another angle of the Dharma. Right? So Mahaprabhu had one of the many servants. One of the servant is Govinda. His duty is to, when the Mahaprabhu after lunch, when he sleeps, his duty is to massage his feet. So one time Mahaprabhu had a very ecstatic kirtan, he danced and everything, and in a transcendental Mahaprabhu was transcendently became like a tired, and then he sleeps. So we know the Gambhira, it's a very small entrance and one. Mahaprabhu sleeps in front of the door. So the Govinda has, what is his duty? To massage the feet of the Lord. Now he couldn't enter into the room to massage the Lord. In a normal Dharma etiquette, you are not supposed to cross one person when he is lying. You are not able to, should not cross that body. It's a normal etiquette. Even it's a child, we will not allow to do it, because the Lord is in the body, in the heart. You are not supposed to cross over the Lord. Here, who is sleeping? The Lord himself is sleeping. So it is a very, now if you look at in a Dharma principle perspective, you are not supposed to cross even a human body, because the Lord has been lying. Here the Lord itself lying it. So now he, on a Dharma principle, he is not supposed to cross. But what he does, he will cross and then massages the Lord's feet. So why and then he massages. After that, he just knew Mahaprabhu. After that, sometime he gets up. He asks, Govinda, what are you doing here? I just massage and do. Then you would have massage, you would have gone, right? Have you had prasad? No. Why you have not prasad? Because I could not cross your body. Then how did you come inside? I crossed your body. If you look at that principle, we cannot, when it comes to the service of the Lord, whatever it's a pleasing, that's what the importance of it. It's not that what the Govinda is teaching, he followed the principle for his one. He did not break it for his own sense gratification or to eat it. So whereas to serve the Lord, all these dharmas are not the one. That's what the Krishna says, that one, right? Sarva dharmam parijaksha mam ekam saranam vraja aham tvam sarva papyo mokshashyami masuchaha. Whatever you so-called dharma, that's what Sarva Dharma, he said, Krishna said Sarva Dharma. It's like you put whatever the one. It's like our electrician said, some Dharma, his principle. Whatever you have Dharma, you just all throw away. Just do what it is pleasing to the Lord. That's what the Dharma. That is the Dharma we need to follow on it, right? So, means one of my very favorite sloka in Bhagavad Gita, which I always see it reflects me very well. So this is what the current day of Dharma, right? So what the current day of Dharma is, so much wealth I have today, I'll gain more and more according to my schemas. And then, so much I have now, it's going to keep on increasing it. Then what will happen? Oh, he's my enemy, I have killed him. Other enemies are also, I'll kill him. So I am the Lord of everything. So that's what the current thinking is. I am the Lord of everything. I am the enjoyer. So I'll just give on. And then Krishna last he said it. So I shall perform sacrifice. I shall give some charity. Thus I shall rejoice. So it's like what? I'll do on my own and everything. At the end what I'll do? I'll give some charity. Okay, I come on Janmashtami and put something in the hundi. So okay, Krishna, I have done all this thing and given you some share as well. So that's what our so-called dharma what we are, if we just go only with the dharma, right? In this case, what they have done, they are not following that dharma. The Pracetās bringing the dharma, what it pleases the Lord. So that's the reason Lord Śiva also got pleased very much. Lord Śiva is giving them how to worship. So that's what he is just trying to give that one, right? So this is a very another one. It's a quite lot covered in the Bhagavatam, right? So one more example is like we know that Ajamil was about to die. So that time he Yamadhudas thought, okay, so we are waiting for this client. Now the client is ready. So when they are ready to come, so he called his son Narayana. So then Vishnutudas also come. So then there was it's a fight going on. In that conversation, Vishnutudas asked, you are not following a dharma. Yamadhuta said, come on, how come you can say you are not following the dharma? You know who is he? He is my client. It's more for me. So they give one example. That time, the one very beautiful, they say that Dharma comes from Vedas. So that's what they say, that Dharma comes from Vedas. He did not follow a Vedic lifestyle. Dharma comes from Vedas. So they thought they won the argument. When Vishnu smashed it, and then they go to his boss, Yamaraj, the Yamadhutas. Come on, we said correctly. How can my answer is wrong? Dharma comes from Vedas. Then he clarifies, Yamaraj clarifies, Dharmam tu Shakshat Bhagavad Pranitam. All the religious principles are enacted by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The Vedas are not the one. So Dharmam tu Sakshat Bhagavad Pranitam. The whole Dharma is, it's like the principles are for the Supreme Personality of Godhead. That's what we need to really has to do it. Dharma is not from the person who has been other kind of category, right? So that's the very important things we need to really understand. Okay, so this is one thing we need to really understand. So, but I'll try to. Today is a very, very auspicious day, so I'll try to cover something on that one. So today is we know it's the last day of Kartik month, and today there are lots and lots. It's the last day of even a Chaturmasha who are taking last 4 months means no, austerities. This is the last day of Chaturmasya. This is the day the Lord wakes up and his transcendental somber is getting up. And the very important thing is there are few other important things. This is the day Tulsi and Shaligrama has happened. So there is a very beautiful pastime in the Padma Puran says that one. Tulasi Devi was married to a demon in Jalandhara in one of the one. What happened? Jalandhara is Jala. It's like a water. He got the king of water kind of one. He's a demonic kind of person. He just started doing all these things. He trying to claim everything from him, though he's a demon Ashuric. So he was just doing all this one, and he declared war against the Devatas. So Devatas are losing. They couldn't able to kill him because his wife is protecting him. If someone is having so we all know that the powerful wife protects the husband. She is such a powerful wife, chaste wife. So that's the reason they couldn't able to do anything. Then they call Vishnu, save us, what can be done? So the Vishnu knows that who is that Vrinda. She was none other than my devotee for this pastime. So now what happened? To make the Jalandhar king, Vishnu takes a form of Jalandhara. So he comes as a Jalandhara, he comes in that form. When he comes, Vrinda thinks that, okay, this is none other than my husband. She welcomes. So that means, as per Vedic tradition, her chastity has been changed. So that time they have killed the Jalandhara, the demigods. So that has made so angry by Vrinda. Then he curses the Lord to become a black stone. So that's what the Saligrama. Right? Then Lord Vishnu reveals, yes, I become, based on your desire, I'll become a Saligrama. In the Kentucky river it's available, I'll be in there. So then yearly once we'll get married. That's the day of the one. Then this is another very, very beautiful. We can see Radha Gopinath is so beautiful, so nicely been dressed with white colored dress. So this is a nice, the Purnima. This is the day Radha Gopinath they done their eternal pastime of in their autumn nights. They have done their rasa dance, right? So Sukadeva Goswami, this sloka very beautifully writes it. Sri Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, full in auspiciousness, yet upon seeing those autumn nights and scented with a blossoming jasmine flower, he turned his mind towards loving affairs. To fulfill his purpose, he employed his internal potency. So that's a very beautiful day. And traditionally in Vrindavan, they all make kheer one, and then sweet rice, and then they'll expose to the full moon so that they can get the very ambrosia. It's a very nectarian one. Prabhupada very beautifully writes in the Krishna book about that, how that's been one. So then another one today is very important is today is a Nimbarka Acharya's appearance day. Who is a Nimbarka Acharya? So he's the, like we are from Brahma Madhava Gaudiya Sampradaya, he's the Acharya in the line of Kumara Sampradaya. So he's a Kumara Sampradaya. There are 4 Sampradayas very predominant in that Kumara Sampradaya, Nimbarka Acharya. So the name is very beautiful, Nimba Arka. Arka is nothing but sun. Nimba it's a neem tree. It's a tree. Why it is then? So once what happened in his there was one there was a one, what is that? He defeated a Jain Pandit. Jain generally will not eat after sunset. They will not eat anything. They asked that, oh, I can't eat it. They are supposed to have, let's say, dinner. They can't eat, the sun has been set. So then that Nimbarka Acharya said, oh, I'll bring the sun. So he brings the suns on top of the Nimba tree. So that's what he's been called a Nimbarka. So it's a very beautiful one. So, so Nimbarka Acharya, it's been uh, Mahaprabhu had they also follow the Radha Krishna deity worship. It's same as us. So they are in the Vrindavan. There are quite a few Nimbarka lineage means are there. So that's the only thing. And then Ramaya Swami Maharaj in one of the lecture beautifully says Gauranga comes in his dream, and then they are just telling you continue on it. So they have been doing on it. So Nimbarka Acharyas, it's been said that he comes as a, in the Gaura Leela as a Keshava Kashmiri. So that's been one of the lecture Ramaya Swami Maharaj was telling. Yeah, that's been there. So today has been such a more auspicious day. We'll take the blessings of the Lord, so that so we follow dharma which pleases everyone. That dharma is mainly to please the Lord Krishna. So that's our thing. We'll pray for that. I'll pause here. Is there any comments, questions, correction?